give you a chance, I promise. I'll give you. Okay, listen, y'all. We've had a little ruffling of feathers around here, folks jumping out their seats and things. Let's don't do that. Of course, there are things that upset me. Goodness knows there's some things that I've heard you say, sir, I might jump up too. But that's not what this is about. We just want to sit up here and have a good conversation. I'm curious to know, Johnny Lee, what was it that made you get recruited in the first place and work your way up to the title of Imperial Wizard, that position you gave up and changed your ways, but what got you in there in the first place?
Because I needed attention. As a young man, I was looking to belong to something, and I wasn't getting attention at home, and I was looking to belong. I'd watched my father commit suicide. My mother was an alcoholic. I came from a broken home, and I needed somebody to come up and encourage me and tell me I could amount to something, and the Klan came along and said, we'll be a family to you.
Kind of just like that young lady who's a reporter for a teenage group. She says that it's the lack of attention, love that makes gangs, clans.
It could have been the Satanists, it could have been the gangs, it could have been anybody that gave me encouragement, and I would have went with them. And in this case, it was the Ku Klux.
So what made you decide to get out?
But the love of a black man. He was a black preacher. He showed me. He told me. He looked me.
Wait a minute.
No,
Quiet
he's
down.
not a faggot. He has plenty of dollars.
Let's watch our language, folks. Let's watch our
What?
language. I think it's important for us to hear how you, because come on, let me tell you,
What?
there are a bunch of young kids in your organization who don't like being. Wait a minute, Gordon. Gordon, Johnny.
Do you want to turn out like these guys? Come on.
I don't have to turn. I'm like these guys.
He's a member. He's been in my organization.
I'm a full-blooded white man.
He's been in my organization.
You said you wasn't in the Klan anymore.
You will swing higher than anybody here today.
You said you wasn't even in the Klan anymore.
He's been in my organization.
I am a segregationist. I am not in the Klan. I am not in the skinheads. I'm trying to get an organization started.
Why don't you guys unify and work together? Why don't you guys unify and work together?
Look, Gordon. Now, you were on my show before, and you were disrespectful and all that other kind of stuff. We got that straight. But you hadn't changed a bit.
I sent him to you, show, Ro.
Ah, that's what I was working.
Give that man a beer.
Well, it's like this.
Look, Grandpa, you gonna wear me out before this show is out. Come on, sit back down. Go on, you haven't changed a bit.
Well, it's like this. You got.
Wait, quiet down. I want to hear Gordon.
You got some Klan organizations that don't want anything to do with the skinheads. You got some skinhead organizations that don't want anything to do with the Klan. We've got to meet a middle ground where we work together, or we're never going to get anything
If you believe
done.
in white unity, why can't you guys all work together then?
That's what we're doing.
We are we're doing it.
We are working together.
How come
It's just
they're
race traders
still
like
fighting?
you that come into the organization and cause us to
All
fight.
right, now I want to make you guys call me a race trader, but you said that people should have a right to decide how they want to go in life. You said that, right? Do you agree with what he said?
Well, I believe in segregation, but I don't believe in interracial marriages. That's not right.
Have the right to
If
change
God
my-
would have wanted
have you
us to
ever
mix
changed your mind
races,
on
He'd made us
anything?
all one.
He changed his mind since he was on our show
Have you
before.
ever got into something and changed your mind on it?
Wait, let him go.
Do I have a right to change my mind on
If you
something I
wanted to
once
just
believed in?
change your mind, why didn't you just go back in the closet where you belong?
I want to say something.
Instead of coming out on national TV and saying that you're a traitor. Why make it
Tom
worse on
Messenger
yourself? We're
kicked
coming
him
to
out.
power. Johnny, we're coming to power.
We're going to win, and you know it.
Johnny, let me ask you this.
By blowing up those alleged suspects in Oklahoma City, they belong
You mean the government? The
to the
FBI?
white supremacist
You
group.
mean the ATF?
Johnny, you claim that you could change a racist. What could you do to make Wendy possibly change her ways?
Well, it's hard to with her family sitting here, you know, and stuff, but by herself, if I could talk to her, what I would point out, for one thing, Wendy, I'll just go ahead and say it in front of everybody. Wendy, you love your child?
Very much. That's the reason I'm keeping her wife.
If a car, would you
You're keeping her wife.
You said you don't want to get any black
She's not
blood in her.
mixing.
You wouldn't let her have a black transfusion, right?
No, I wouldn't.
What if Rolonda, if she's seen a car going to hit your baby
would
and
save your
Rolonda
child
pulled
in a
her out
minute.
of the way, would you want Rolonda to pull your child out of the way from getting hit by a car?
Yeah, I'd like her to pull
You
her out
would
of the
want
way.
to do that, but you wouldn't take blood from her?
I wouldn't let her blood get in my baby's body.
You wouldn't let her blood, so you'd let her save the baby's life in one way, but not in another way.
I wouldn't let her.
Hypocrisy?
I'm not letting her mix. No, that's not right. God does not believe in us mixing. Or He would have made us
How about
all
Acts
one color.
17:26 says from
If He
one
wanted
blood
us to
God made
mix, we
all
would have been
races
all
of
one color in the first place.
If you watch, some of you watch the Seinfeld show. Many of you may know Jason Alexander, who plays George on that show. He is also joining a movement, but it's a fight against racism. And he's doing it with this message from the Anti-Defamation League.
My wife and I had a son, a perfect little boy. And suddenly I looked at the world in which he'd live,
and was terrified. Hate crimes don't just devastate their victims. They reach past individuals to strike at the very heart of communities. The best response is to fight, to unite under the banner of decency, equality, respect. I want to give my son a better, wiser, more loving world than this one.